Welcome back to Singapore Tonight. Business news continues now, and China's first domestically produced passenger jet makes its international debut at the Singapore Airshow amid questions over its potential to compete with dominant plane makers. Lauren Ong with more on the C919.
A display of aerial maneuvers for Asia's biggest airshow. The C919 is looking to stamp its presence in global aviation as the Chinese plane showcases amongst a dozen others at the Changi Exhibition Center. It's closely watched as with the single-aisle plane, China aims to challenge the duopoly of Western manufacturers Airbus and Boeing.
It is significant for the sector because China is showing that it does have an aircraft, that it is ready to sell, not only domestically but also internationally. And a lot of people are very curious to see the aircraft, including observers like me who have never really seen it up close.
COMAC is featured alongside dominant players like Airbus in this exhibition space. Of interest is, of course, its passenger jet, the C919 aircraft, which COMAC has branded as the new era of air travel. But aviation watchers over here will look to see if it can position itself as a viable alternative.
With global air travel making a dramatic recovery in the last 2 years from the COVID slump, the commercial aircraft industry is facing a supply crunch as demand for new planes jumps. It doesn't help that one of the two key players is still reeling from its latest safety crisis.
Given this situation at Boeing, airlines around the world are more keen to consider a third option when looking at narrow-body aircraft campaigns. There's also been quite a few issues at Airbus with delays and supply chain issues. And Singapore is the main show for the Asia region, and certainly the Asian market is a more logical market to begin the push internationally for COMAC and the C919 program.
On Tuesday, COMAC announced its first C919 order at the airshow. China's Tibet Airlines is acquiring 40 of them, along with 10 of COMAC's smaller ARJ-21 aircrafts. Deals inked late last year showed C919 carried a list price of around $100 million, although the actual selling price could be much lower, as it's typical for airlines to receive steep discounts from manufacturers. But it will take more than just a pricing strategy for C919 to take off on a global stage.
Don't forget, it isn't certified outside China yet, so that needs to happen. COMAC needs to build a support network for maintenance, which is a long process, an expensive process that Airbus and Boeing have gone through already. So it'll take a while.
China's aviation authority said last month it would this year pursue European Union Aviation Safety Agency validation for the C919, a process which began in 2018.
The Singapore Airshow is not meant to be a platform for selling the airplanes. It's just kind of one step in kind of, starting this process of marketing the plane more internationally.
According to Chinese media, COMAC aims to invest tens of billions of yuan over the next 3 to 5 years to expand C919 production capacity.